Today I want to show you how to set up the radial feeder for another component. As the lead span changes as well, we need to swap the cutting plate. To go ahead, an LNP kit is required. To power the feeder, put it on an external feeder setup station or an ASM feeder trolley setup station. Compressed air is required as well. Make sure the feeder is not connected to the compressed air when we start to disassemble the cutting unit. First of all, loose the two screws and move the tape out of the feeder. In the next step, we start to disassemble the clamping unit to get access to the cutting plate. At the bottom side of the clamping unit are some springs. Take care and don't lose it. Remove some further screws to get access to the clamping plate. Remove the screw and change the cutting plate to the right size. Now start to reassemble the whole unit. If required, put some grease on the moving parts. Connect the compressed air and start to double check if all the single functions are still working. We do this on the control panel unit. Press the forward button. You can hear the forward movement is working. Press the clamping button to take a look if the clamping unit is still working. As the component pitch changes, we need to change the pitch to another value. Now start to load the new tape. Tight the screws and move the tape in by pressing the forward button. Now we need to adjust the component to the center of the pick position. Therefore, loose the two screws on the tooth wheel and move the components in position. Tight the two screws. Index the feeder and double check if the position is okay. In the next step, we start to adjust the angle of the component by adjust the clamping unit here. Proceed some index and clampings manually to take a look if the setting is okay. In the next step, we adjust the lead length. Therefore, we can move the clamping and cutting unit up and down by turning this screw in the back. You can see the whole unit moves up and down. Finally, we need to adjust the lead sensor, detecting if a component is in the pick zone or not. To do so, take care that there is no component in the pick zone. Take a look at the amplifier and make sure the green value is around 50 digits less than the measured value. In this case, the measured value is around 2900, so we set it to 2850. The red LED must be on. When we index a component now to the pick zone, you can see that the measure value will drop down and the red LED turns off. Now the feeder is ready to go to the machine.